Hi, welcome to Business Influencers. This is Chris Salem, your host. We found us here at TALRadio, and we welcome you. We are committed each and every week to bringing subject matter experts to share their words of wisdom and insights to help elevate your level of influence in business to the next level. Again, you found us here at TALRadio, and we also encourage you to follow us on YouTube as well as Spotify and Apple at Business Influencers. Today's show is being brought to you today by Alumni Direct. Alumni Direct is a new social media community platform dedicated to bringing alumni together from all different generational types, an opportunity to either rekindle old relationships or meet new people for the first time. Now, this is a membership program, meaning it takes all the noise out of social media and an opportunity for you to generate genuine and authentic relationships with the people you choose to share content with. It also takes all the noise out of all those noisy notifications, and you have access a wide array of different services that are not available to the general public that can help elevate your personal and professional development to the next level. If you'd like some more information about Alumni Direct, check them out at alumnidirect.com. That's alumnidirect.com. Well, we got a great show for you today. We're going to be talking about swimming upstream to realize the dream. We are here with Ashton Smith. And she is a phenomenal person and overcame so many adversities to accomplish the things that she did and did all these great things and what she did competing in the Special Olympics. And she's going to be sharing insights today with you to help you step up, whether if it's swimming or whatever you do, to swim upstream towards the dream that you choose to realize. And without further ado, Ashton Smith is a motivational speaker, someone that definitely that you would want to have on your next stage, whether if you're a conference organizer, a corporation, or any type of entity like a nonprofit with a message that really drives home to really elevate you and your organization to rise to the next level. And without further ado, we welcome Ashton Smith to the show. Ashton, how you doing today?
I'm doing good, and you? I'm here out of the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Stormy in my area, but we're doing good. The temperatures are nice, so that's one thing for me. I like the 65-degree temperatures and no cold, but I don't like storms.
I hear you. Well, we welcome you to the show, and we'd love to hear a little bit about your backstory. And your rise to where you became, this swimmer in the Special Olympics and how you defied all odds to do what you've done and the lessons that you learned along that way, if you could share with us.
I actually started out swimming at the YMCA. I was an athlete with them when I was younger, of course, did their swim lessons to kind of work my way up with that and using what the YMCA taught me. So shout out to the YMCA in Ellis County. They actually taught me how to swim and what I know. And if it wasn't for my grandmother, right, saying yes, or people in my life saying yes, that I could do all these things and rooting for me, I don't know if I would be a swimmer today, because you got to have a support system, right, when things don't go right or what have you. So shout out to my family and people like that, mentors in my life and teachers, right? These are all building blocks in your life that help you overcome many things in your life. And all of those things have been helpful to me in driving my life forward and what I'm trying to do and what I want to accomplish. And swimming was one of those things that I wanted to accomplish, and I did that. And I still swim to this day, not in competition, but I still swim for exercise. Right on.
Well, I'll tell you, swimming is such a great exercise in that, you're utilizing your body, mind, and perhaps probably even your soul at the same time. It's in synchronization with that constant movement. And, can you talk a little bit about, you started at the YMCA, you probably, got into it thinking like, hey, this is fun, and never realizing where it would take you and what you did with it when you competed in the Special Olympics.
Where, like I said, I started at the YMCA and it started out in I will say the kiddie pool, because that's where I started out. And yeah, I thought it was fun and stuff, and thought, okay, this is going to be a great time for the summer. Didn't think that I would continue to do it year after year after year. But they had what they call progressive swim lessons, where you can move up and that kind of thing. And I took, my folks put me in those classes, and I began to move up in each lesson, like if you're a guppy, a goldfish, that kind of stuff. So they're showing
Yeah.
you how you're moving up. And when you make the big fish, you're a shark. And I really wanted to be a shark, because a shark isn't afraid of very many things, and it's not defeated by very many things, except for at the very top, there was a dolphin, and a dolphin can defeat a shark. And I thought, why would I want to be a dolphin? Flipper? Are you kidding? So so no, but I realized that being a dolphin is also smart. Dolphins are also smarter than sharks, and somebody had to sit there and explain it to me, and I'll never forget it. I said, okay, I guess I'll be a dolphin. And yeah, ever since then, when I was a kid, Baywatch had the dolphins and things, so it just had a different perspective for me that, okay, I can be a dolphin. I'll be a dolphin instead of a shark. And lo and behold, the butterfly has that motion. A shark, it swims this way. A dolphin does the motion that I need to do. So
Yeah.
I was actually able to look at a dolphin to learn how to move my body like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right on.
And
Right.
when you got to the Special Olympics, here
Yeah.
you are now in the Special Olympics, and
Mhm.
talk about where your mindset was, and as you went through that journey, now winning gold medals and so on. Like, you look back and say, here I am. I started in the kiddie pool at a YMCA thinking it was just going to be some recreational activity to do something. And here I am now doing all these, great things, become an elite swimmer. And what was that feeling like? And what did you feel like? What did you learn from that? Like, in terms of either life's lessons or leadership or whatever that may be.
I learned from that. Well, that's one of the first things I did learn to be a leader. I learned to work with all kinds of people that were different than me. And one being the only African American on the team, it was me and me. So that was different. Swimming is not really a sport that you see people like me in. So that was another thing I had to learn is, was this for me? That was another thing too, because as you got up into when you got up into the higher ranks, you didn't see people who looked like you, because it got to competitions where people that had money, you understand me, South Lake Carroll, these schools, and that you didn't see anybody that looked like you. But I think for me, I overcame all that and learned that I am going to be a team player. And that's what helped me. If you're on a relay team or anything like that, it doesn't matter the color of someone's skin. If you're on a football team, none of that stuff matters. What matters is can you do your job and can you perform? And I think in swimming, that I've been able to show that, and even in speaking, I've been able to show that. So I think if I can show to the public that I'm able to do these things and rock and roll, I'm excited to show the performance and the abilities that I'm able to do. And I'm grateful for that, sir. I'm grateful for what I've had to overcome, including a visual impairment. I do have a visual impairment, and that's another reason that I didn't know if sports of any
Wow.
kind.
I didn't realize that. So a visual impairment, is that like what, nearsighted or farsighted? What?
I'm blind in one eye, and because of that, I've had people try to take advantage of me and things, but because they don't think I could see, like people bully me or pick
Yeah.
on me. Even as an adult, sometimes people try you, and I'm going to try to pick on this person and see if I can get over on them. And you just have to overcome that in society too, and be real strict. And being visually impaired, it's not fun, because that's not something you wake up and pick. You don't pick being disabled. Like
Yeah.
I was, don't pick that. And you just have to try to overcome that and tell people what you are in the world. I'm able, I'm hireable, I'm all of these things that you want the world to know. And with that, I told a job, I'm hireable. The dude hired me, right? Because I showed him physically that I'm able to work. And he hired me. They didn't know I had a visual impairment at that company. Why? Because I didn't want to tell anybody. I wanted to get hired and show them my work, not my disability. And fact
Well,
that
you made a great point there. It's not about
yeah,
like, hey, I have a disability, hire me. No,
right.
I'm not even going to mention it. I want you to hire me for who I am and what you see the strengths that I possess.
Thank you. Thank you. And that is why I don't tell people that I'm disabled, because a lot of places, I'm gonna be honest with you, if you tell them you're disabled in society, they will not hire you. They can tell you that, but they won't hire you. And so I've learned to kind of not tell people so that I can have the best life experience that I can in society and not have my disability be a hindrance to people. Because when people see that on a paper or see that you're visually impaired, I was literally called at a place a walking liability because of my vision. I said, no, I didn't pick this. I want to work here. And so I think at the end of the day, sometimes people don't want to give you a chance, but I think life will give you a chance if you're able to prove yourself. So guess what I did? I started an LLC so that I could be hired and contracted out. That's my goal. If these things won't do this, then I'll make a way. And I did. I have an LLC. So I told somebody I'm ready to work, and I can speak in anywhere. I'm excited to do that because I have that skill. It's not about hiring me, like you said, because I have a disability. Hire me because I speak well. Hire me because I'm articulate. Hire me because I can do the job and show up on time. Those are the things that I can do, and that's why I want to be hired.
I love the message because there are many millions of people that are disabled on different levels,
Yep.
and a lot of times they've been taught or been kind of groomed to kind of like, well, let people cater to your disability, allow any kind of sympathy to kind of give you what they can. But no, you want to be able to say, hey, I may have a disability, but I want to be treated just like any of you that don't have one, that you could
Right.
recognize that I can still do great things despite this disability. And you hire me you pay me for that, and let me show you my value, what I can give for my strengths. That's what I
Right.
heard. Yeah.
And that's right on. That's why I like talking to you, because you get it, right? I'm here to show the world my strength, and my strength is public speaking. I've done radio and TV work, and I've been on ESPN, right? These are things that I've done, and these are the areas that I can be hired in: TV and radio work, a public speaker, or things like that. These are jobs that I've looked into that pay well. Public speaking, depending on who you sign up with, they pay well, $5,000 a month in some places. And for me, it's like, okay, what they give you as a disabled person is a lot better. As far as when you work in society, you get a lot better opportunity to make more money than what the government would give you on a disability check, is what I'm trying to say. It's best to go out here and tell the world you're hireable and you're ready to work. Does that make sense? Because a lot of people are told to be content with being on welfare or being disabled. Like, this is real life stuff that people want to overcome. And I want people to overcome getting off of welfare as well, because you shouldn't have to live on welfare and live on as little as $700 a month. That is for real. And those are the things I've had to overcome. Amen. Because I don't
Yes,
want to
no
live
doubt
like
about it. No doubt about it. No, great
what do
information
you
that you're
think?
sharing here.
Right.
What would you share with the audience, people out there, whether if they have disabilities or just maybe for some reason, maybe they don't have a disability, but they've limited themselves from playing at a higher level? How you took, swimming, where it was just an activity growing up as a child, and now you turn this into doing great things, to really be an inspiration for other people, not only with disabilities, but without them. What would you
Right.
recommend that that the path that they should choose? That, in this case, don't look at your disability as look at it as an opportunity. If you
I
could
think
share.
the I think the path that people can choose to is believing in yourself, being around people who encourage you, and get people out of your life who are not. I don't care whether you're disabled or not. If you're around people who can encourage your dreams. You have to set all that aside. And honestly and truly, that's what I'm doing, getting people in my life that I can network with. And the second thing, as you get older, right, events that have networking and things that tell you to pay, and stay away from those, right? Because that's not true friendship when you're having to pay for things in this life. I've learned a lot of times you can get a lot of things done out of free events, free things, right? And people willing to spend their time and network. Because I promise you, if people are willing to show up at a free event and talk to you as a disabled person, they had a fair out here not too long ago for people with disabilities. Those are the things you can go to because they have placement in the workforce, all kinds of things. There's a program called DADS that deals with folks with disabilities, right? There's a program called ARSO, right, that allows and helps people buy equipment. So get programs, things in your life around you, including MHMR and programs. MHMR is not just for people with mental challenges. MHMR is a massive agency, and they can help people buy wheelchairs, all kinds of things that otherwise you could not afford. I use a device called ORCam. It helps me read, right? So I couldn't, at the time, couldn't afford that device. That device was $1,500. So find companies and people that are willing to make investments in you and not make you pay to have an investment. So these are things too that I learned. And, my family, they continue to uplift me and my brother, right? Regardless of your situation, try to make the best of it and show people that you are making the best of it, right? That's how you move forward in life, by making sure you work every day, making sure you do the things that you need to show people that they want to and can invest in you, that you're not just sitting on your hands doing nothing every day. That's really sound advice, and getting companies in your life that can help you, including caseworkers, right? There are caseworkers that even can help you through your insurance. If you have insurance and things like that, if you're disabled, sign up for those programs because they may give you discounts and things like that, even on medications and stuff like that. So I'm really grateful to explain any information to people with disabilities, but certainly there are programs out there that help people financially as well. Community Action Partners, Health and Human Services, all these programs are programs that I've used in my life to help me stay in my home, to all kinds of stuff. So these are things that can even help you stay in the game of life. Do you hear me? So these programs are a collective that can help you go out there and get the things you need to live, work, play, and just have fun, right? That's what life's about. It's about having fun, not just working, but they also help you have fun as well. That's what's up.
Well, you got to have work-life harmony, right? You got to have,
right on,
that teeter. Not, there's no perfect balance, but if it, you got to be able to, find that harmony between your life and work and so on. So, yeah.
Yeah, I believe in fun. I believe in people being able to have fun and things like that. Even the most basic of things can put joy in your life. I told somebody going to go see a movie and the pandemic is over. Do you understand? That brought joy in my life because I get to be around people in a normal way, not sit in a white circle or whatever they had us doing. I was like, yo, this is crazy. But in Texas, I'll tell you, that didn't go over too well. This dude was like, I have to sit in the circle. I'll never forget that during the pandemic. And Texas, they scrapped the circles and everybody just was normal here during the pandemic. Everybody went to football games. And you wouldn't have thought it was a pandemic going on here, bro. Like, I'm real serious. I'm serious. Everybody went to the games. You went to the stadium, 100,000 people. Nobody had a mask on, man. I'm dead serious.
Well, I know in Texas, yeah.
Did y'all have to hunker down, or y'all got to have?
Oh, yeah. Where I live is in the New York area, so yes, it was like that. And but
you had to stay in the white circle.
It was just, you had to follow the protocol. They spaced people out and stuff like that. But it really depends on the states. I think a lot of the southern states were a lot different. But no, I love what you're sharing here, and I think it's very inspiring for those with disabilities, or those that have maybe been playing small and kind of limited themselves for whatever reason. What other words of encouragement that could you share with the audience and those listening to inspire them that, hey, challenges are, going to happen. They're inevitable. We can't grow and expand without them. We can't appreciate and have gratitude without challenges. So when you're swimming upstream, it's like a salmon going against the, again, it's swimming upstream, right? It's fighting the current but with that being said, we come out ahead in a better way. What words of wisdom can you share for those that could really use an uplift right now with your message?
The word of wisdom would be, you are powerful. You have the potential. You have it within you. These are all things I was told. And be willing to work, be open-minded, be willing to understand change if needed, right? So if someone says, if you want to go speak somewhere, you're going to go fly here, right? Be willing to do those most basic of things. I think for me, having the encouragement is going out there and going to go have fun. That is also what's important. And I think people miss the word fun and they take things so serious. And I'm just forever grateful that I continue to tell people that, hey, even seeking advice from counseling and that kind of stuff, I've done that too, because I know the world's not perfect, right? And we all are going to fall. But even if you need help, don't be afraid to get that help. And that's another thing that I've also been able to do is get the help that I needed, because I've had, my mother passed away, right? And I've dealt with a lot of that. My mother helped me income wise and things like that. So yeah, I had to overcome all of that stuff, and I still am having to overcome things today, but I'm making it work, and God continues to provide a way out for me, and I'm forever grateful for that. And I know that whether people believe in God or not, find something spiritual in your life or something positive, whatever it may be. For me, church and stuff is a positive part of my life. For you, it may be, hey, I'm going to go for a walk. It may not have to be religious, but I think finding a common ground for something that can help uplift you and inspire you, I think that's the best advice that people can get this day and age, because there is so much negative on TV or whatever you watch, the internet nowadays. Make sure that you continue to put positive things around you, regardless of what's going on in the world, as best you can. And that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to put positive things around me, people and thoughts. Positive things, people and thoughts. That's what I'm trying to do. And I think that's the best thing that you can do in your life is be positive. If somebody mad at you for being positive, then that's their fault.
That's on them. That's not your responsibility. I love the attitude, and I think it's so important for those listening that, you're an inspiration for so many people, that can defy, not allowing a disability to dictate your life and hold you back, and that you can swim upstream to any challenge to realize what that dream may be. As we get towards the end of the show here, any final words that you would like to leave, like a high impact statement, anything you feel could really just sink into somebody's mind?
Well, just knowing that your impact can be great right in your own community. I tell people that every day, getting involved in your community, those things are all important. And that is what I try to do. And so knowing with these closing thoughts that, it is important. It is important to continue to uplift yourself, to try to uplift others around you as well, and make a family, right? Make friends with sometimes your family, maybe people outside of your family. That's another thing I've learned too, is that there's nothing wrong with trying to make friends with people outside of your family, alongside with the family that you have. So I'm grateful for both. I'm grateful for my family, and I'm grateful for my friends, because that's what you need in this life, and those things can uplift you, and you surround yourself with people who are willing to talk to you about things in your life as well, and not down you, people that are there for you regardless of situation. So that's what I'm grateful for every day.
Well, Ashton, I want to thank you personally and hear from TALRadio, the Touch of Life Foundation, to thank you for taking the time today to be with us, sharing your word of wisdom.
Well, thank you. And tell people out there to get my book, Swimming Upstream.
Well, yeah. Well, please let's. Well, that's what I'm going right now. So let people know how they can get in contact with you. about your book, where to buy your book, and anything that you would like to share with them.
Yes, I will be giving him some websites and things that people can go to in the show that'll be at the bottom. My book is called Swimming Upstream to Realize the Dream. That book is available Walmart and Amazon. That is available. It can be shipped to you. I also have the $2.99 version of that book. And I also have some shoes that I'm working on. Those will also be ready and available for the public here shortly. So those folks, once I get those websites up, people can click on that and they'll be able to buy shoes and things like that from me. I'm so excited. I am so grateful. And as things expand in my life, more products and services and courses, I hope to also be able to offer. So I'm grateful for you folks who go out there and support me. All the money that goes to me, it helps me in my life to do the things I need to do and travel and that kind of stuff. So I appreciate everybody for being here, and I am grateful. May God keep you, hold you, and make you strong.
Well, thank you so much, Ashton. Thank you. And we encourage everybody that's listening, reach out to Ashton on Facebook, get to know her, reach out, get hands on the book. The book is fantastic. And for any meeting planners, event organizers, corporate event planners, anybody, nonprofits that are looking for an inspirational message, a message that not only is an inspirational message, but a message that can connect to a challenge that you'd like to overcome and then lead you to a result that you would like to have that you don't have now. Allow that message through Ashton to help you and your people get there, to swim upstream, to realize your dream, whatever that is, whether if it's individual, a team, or as an organization. Reach out to Ashton and make that happen. And listeners, we want to thank you each and every week joining us here at Business Influencers. We are committed to your success, and we're committed to bringing in subject matter experts and people of inspiration like Ashton to share their words of wisdom and insights that help elevate your level of influence personally and as a business to the next level. Till then, everybody, have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you next week.